Welcome back. Still here on the beautiful campus of Florida Panhandle Technical College. Here still in the Carpentry and Cabinet Making program, here with Stevie Ealum, currently the instructor of that program. Another in our series of letting you know all of the over 40 degree and certification programs right here in downtown Chipley, Florida. What amazes us is that every single day people drive right by this campus and don't know what we do here. They don't know that within a year you can retool your life, literally get a well-paid job. When we come back, we're going to talk to Stevie about his program and more importantly about this brand new technology right next to us. It's a CNC machine. You're familiar with that term. In this case, with woodworking, it's not brand new, but it's just currently starting to be used here in the cabinet program. And we're going to talk about this when we come back. We will be right back. Welcome back. As mentioned, our guest today is Stevie Ealum, instructor of the Cabinetry and Woodworking program or Cabinet Making program here at the school. Stevie, you've been evading me for a long time, and I finally got you nailed down for a discussion. First of all, thanks for taking the time.
Glad to be here.
We talk sometimes about the cutting edge programs we have here, cybersecurity, the brand new drone program, but there are a lot of skills that have been used for 5,000 years that we still teach right here at the school. Speaking specifically about one of your programs, which is carpentry. Obviously there have been changes, there have been developments, there have been new tools, but at the end of the day, you still have to know how to drive a nail, you still have to know how to lay out a set of steps, all of the things that go into building a home, for instance. Talk a little bit about that carpentry program.
Well, Paul, in the carpentry world, everybody wants their kid to be, they want them to go to college. That's the whole focus. They want my kid in college. Well, we've got all these kids that are going to college, and we don't have nobody to take care of the day-to-day needs in our industry. Far as workers, we're going to have workers. You've got garbage men. You've got to have all these people to make the world run like it runs. I love carpentry and I love cabinet making. Blessed to be here at Florida Panhandle Technical College as the instructor. We have started here in the last 2 years, and we're building something similar to the tiny homes. We're teaching real live applications of house building, trying to get these folks understanding the part of you still got to have somebody out there that can frame a wall, that can build a floor system, that can put shingles on a roof. It's not a bad job. It's just got to be the job that you want to do for the rest of your life. I've been doing this ever since I was 17 years old. I enjoy it. My dad's done it. My father-in-law is still in construction. I mean, it's a very enjoyable occupation. It's just trying to find the right people that want to go out there and take over the trades.
Have you found that there is, subsequent to Mike Rowe and other people talking about the need for manual workers, and these are skilled trades that make a lot of money, don't get me wrong, but they're working with their hands. Do you feel that since there's been a resurgence in the awareness for those kinds of workers that your classes benefit from that, and how have you seen your class sizes over the last few years?
Well, talking over the last 6 years that I've been the instructor, our classes have we started had anywhere from 4 to 6, and we was up to about 17 here at the beginning of this year, but we had them where they were wanting to revert back to the old part of carpentry classes where you just come and hang out and get a grade and you go on. Well, we weeded that down, so we're about 13 strong right now, and I'm happy with 13. 16 or 18 would be better, but you got to have folks that actually want to do the trade. You got somebody here that they're not going to go into the field, they don't want to learn the trade. You don't need them in your program because it hinders the ones that are here trying to learn. So that's been a learning curve, trying to figure out what's going to keep them here. And that's one of the things we went in with the CNC machine, because manufacturing, everybody's wanting the new and the greatest. Well, even though ours is routing in wood on the same applications, when you're setting up your vectors, it don't matter whether you're working at a machine shop, you're working with a plasma cam, all the technology is the same except for the application part, whether you're cutting in wood or whether you're cutting in metal. And that's what we're trying to get here, because everybody's wanting new CNC operators, and we're working on now trying to get a certification that we can give to our students with the CNC when they leave. So therefore, when they go to that job, they will have the certifications, and getting in connect with the local contractors and the businesses to see which certification that they are wanting and which one they are needing.
Yeah, you mentioned people wanted to come just hang out, that more refining of who your ideal student is, somebody who wants to be here for the right reasons. More and more, we are coming at this whole operation from the backside. We're going to the manufacturer. We're saying, what do you need in the way of skills? We then start up classes to furnish those skilled workers versus turning out people with skills and then trying to find jobs for them. There are several criteria very important for you as an instructor, obviously. You have to have people in your class or your class doesn't go forward. You have to have people complete the class or your class doesn't go forward. Most important in the whole process, though, are the people that you can place in real jobs. I would imagine you've got home building, you've got, well, obviously when the bubble burst, there weren't a lot of homes being built, so carpentry, the need for skilled carpenters went down. In the case of cabinet making, obviously a lot of that going into residential building. When you add this and other specialties within the cabinet making, the CNC aspect, I would imagine then you broaden the opportunity for these people to get jobs. As you point out, if somebody comes out of this program knowing how to use the computerized CNC machine, with a very little training, they can actually go to work in a machine shop simply using a different medium.
And that's correct. Learning to, even when we have folks come in that are wanting in the carpentry, because I mean we teach carpentry and cabinet making here. They go hand in hand. Cabinet making is a finesse. You got to be precise. Carpenter, you can get away with a few things. So we try to do everything as if you're building a cabinet, even if we're building a house, because therefore you're learning the finest of the two. Therefore you can be a trim carpenter, where a rough carpenter can't be a trim carpenter because he don't cut to the line. He just gets it close and moves on. So, and then with them in the class, it gives them the opportunity to see when they come in, they may want to just be a roofer. But once they come in and they see the side of the CNC, or they see the side of finished trim and crown mold and your window casings, they may want to change because that entices them more. So therefore, we try to give a good roundabout occupation of our trade to get you ready for the world. And if you just want to be just a handyman, you've had a little bit of everything. So, I mean, you can be your own little handyman services around the town.
You mentioned you've been here about 6 years. What's been the best part of being an instructor here at the Technical College?
Best part about being an instructor?
Aside from the paycheck.
Well,
because I know you get well paid.
Coming out of the industry, taking the job, it wasn't about, the pay was a pay cut, just being truthful, but being able to get off and do things with my kids and my family, that was my choice. So I took a lesser paying job to spend more time with my family. And in the meantime, working here at the school, I mean, we got a good relationship between our instructors, and even outside of teaching, we as instructors, we go out to eat. So my family has actually gotten bigger. My FPTC family has joined my normal family, and we have grown to love each other. We've went through some hard times. We've had folks that's had health situations, and that's when you find out who your friends are. And colleagues I have here at FPTC, when you're in a bind, they got your back. And I'm proud to be here. I'm glad for the opportunity. From the front office all the way to the county office, I think we're doing well here. Everybody is doing their best to get our students certifications, trained in the field they want to be in, and go and get them a job. That's truly the goal, career in a year.
Speaking about the carpentry end of the program, how many hours does that entail?
If you come in, you take Carpentry 1 as a 600-hour program. Carpentry 2 is another 600 hours. So in your basic carpentry, you're here for about a year. And in that year, we can We can teach you a lot more than you'll be able to retain all in it, but you've got your books that when you leave that you can go back and refresh your memories on the points that you're needing to work at that particular time.
What about the carpentry? How long is that program?
Cabinet making.
I mean cabinet making.
Cabinet making is a 1,200 hours within itself because it's a little more finesse, it's a little more refined. Here at the school, going back to what Ms. Lanham said earlier in her interview, was you've got doing projects and saving money for the school. We have done multiple programs here at the school. We've done cybersecurity, we've done digital media, we've done electrical wiring, we've done front office stuff in the adult education, and we've got a few other projects that we've got lined up. Not to throw anything out there, but we've got a few more that we've got to do here in the next couple of years. And we've actually, folks may not know, but back probably 3 years ago, our students built the stage for Chipley High School's Seven Brides for Seven Brothers. We built it right out here underneath our gazebo. We took it apart, went and assembled it on the stage. We've done a little bit of down there. We redone some cabinets and took them to Vernon Middle School to their computer labs. We have tried our best not just to take care of our own school here at FPTC, but the schools within our Washington County School Board. We've tried to help whenever we could and get the interest into the school so the students see what we do. Therefore, when they get into the 10th and 11th grade, that they'll choose Florida Panhandle Technical College, Carpentry and Cabinet Making to come and further their futures.
Yeah, you're one of the programs that gets highly touted, that gets visited by all of the high schoolers when they come around for their tours every year. Lots to see in here, lots of cutting-edge stuff, such as the CNC machine. Certainly lots of reasons for them to get engaged and to maybe pursue that career going forward. You mentioned you do work outside of the school campus. This is like a small town, this campus is. If a program needs desks, usually you're the guy that they call first. Or they go to drafting to get those drawn, and then they come to you. If they need networking, if they need new router, or they're having a problem with their computer, obviously Bert Fervasi and his networking class, top of the list. And on, all the way down to the culinary program that feeds the school. So it's really a good example of a self-sufficient organism that basically not only teaches, but then supports the rest of the school district throughout the year.
That is correct. We are self-sufficient. We've got all the way from, you want to go back to it, we've got your automotive mechanics that get you to your job. We've got the welding program, we've got carpentry, we've got electrical, we've got drafting. That is all of your construction. Then we've got heavy equipment operators, we've got diesel mechanics, we've got law enforcement. If you want to go around our little list, we are, like you said, a little community, and you really can't have one without the other, or we're missing that one little intricate part of our school. So we're proud of the classes we have. We'd love to have a few more. I think they're in the works, but if you don't know about us, come and talk to them at Student Services. They'll get you in touch with the instructors that you want to talk to, and we'll see if we can't get you headed on the right path.
Thanks for taking the time to speak today. You've got some pretty exciting things. You actually have new stuff all the time. We think of carpentry and cabinet making as some of the older arts, but in reality, you guys are always taking on new equipment, new technologies. So thanks for taking the time.
Thank you, Mr. Paul.
We're here right now at the Florida Panhandle Technical College campus. Here right now with Stevie Ealum, instructor of the Carpentry and Cabinet Making programs, talking about some of the over 40 degree and certification programs available right here for you to retool your life. A career in a year is our motto. If you're somebody who's looking for another option about a well-paid job, this should certainly be your first step. You can visit us online at fptc.edu. As Stevie points out, you can simply drop by Student Services right here on Hoyt Street between the Washington County Library and the New Kate Smith Elementary School. We'll be right back.